Okay, exercise 8, advanced integration techniques, properties of definite integrals, part 2. Number 1, given that result, we've got to evaluate the integral of e dx on 1 plus e dx times cos squared x dx between pi upon 2 and minus pi upon 2. Now just pause the video and have a go at that one. Right, now I would be equal to the integral between pi upon 2 and 0 of e to the x over 1 plus e to the x cos squared x plus e to the minus x over 1 plus e to the minus x cos of minus x squared dx. And of course that's equal to pi and 0. Now this will be e to the x on 1 plus e to the x cos squared x plus 1 over e to the x over 1 plus 1 over e to the x. Now the cos of minus x is cos x. Well, it wouldn't matter if you don't just square it, it'd be positive. So that's cos squared x dx. And that's equal to pi and 0. Now this will be e to the x 1 plus e to the x plus 1 on e to the x over e to the x plus 1 on e to the x. That's sort of cos squared x dx. And of course these will cancel out, and that becomes, oh, pi and 2, sorry. Pi and 2. Naught of, now that becomes e to the x on 1 plus e to the x plus 1 over e to the x plus 1. And as you know, as before, that goes to 1. Cos squared x dx. That becomes a fairly simple integral to integrate. Cos squared x dx. Alright, now I'm going to do something a little bit different now. Remember that first rule, that's just the same as pi upon 2 and 0 of the cos squared of pi on 2 minus x dx. It's that first property, which is sine squared. So I equals that, or I equals pi upon 2 and 0 of sine squared x dx. If we add those two together, we get 2i equals, obviously when you add those two together, you get 1, pi upon 2 0 of 1 dx. So I equals 1/2. Now when you integrate that, you get x between pi upon 2 and 0. So I is equal to pi upon 4. Or you'd use a double angle. Just a variation of what you normally would do. Alright, here's the second example. Right, so have a go at this one. Pause the video. Evaluate the integral of x squared plus sine x on 1 plus x squared dx between 1 and minus 1. Okay, here we go. I equals 1 and 0 of, now when you, it'll be x squared plus sine x over 1 plus x squared plus, now minus x squared is just x squared, and you put that in, it becomes minus sine x, and this will be 1 plus x squared dx. And when you add those two together, signs go out, and you simply get 2x squared over 1 plus x squared dx. we'll take the 2 out the front. And again, a fairly straightforward integral. That's going to be 2, 1, 0, 1 plus x squared minus 1, 1 plus x squared, 1 plus x squared dx, which is 2 bracket 1 minus 1 over 1 plus x squared between 1 and 0 dx. And of course that's going to become 2, that's x minus the inverse tan of x between 1 and 0, which is 2, and that becomes 1 minus tan minus 1 of 1 minus 0, because all those go out. And now you're going to have 2 bracket 1 minus pi upon 4. Or if you want to expand it out, it'll be simply 2 minus pi upon